Hello, I'm Jenny Tran, and I've just joined the Dual Identity Leadership Program. And before I joined, I wasn't really sure what it would give me, but I really wanted to feel connected with the community of young Vietnamese Australians that are present in Australia. And I thought that would be the main outcome of joining a program like this. But I've received so much more out of being from this retreat program that it's just been quite amazing and quite incredible for the first year that it's running. I've gained a lot from the experiences of the other applicants here, both their leadership experiences, their personal experiences, and I guess their visions of identity and their visions of what they see as Vietnamese Australians as well. And I think it's quite incredible when you see such an enthusiastic young bunch of people with so much potential getting together and really thinking about things and making that step to make things happen. And I think that's the most inspiring.
Trương Thị Việt Hương, em ở trong chương trình Dual Identity Leadership Program. Trước khi Hương vô chương trình này thì Hương muốn Hương sang đây Hương muốn biết thêm về gốc Việt Nam của Hương mà chưa có cơ hội. Hương giờ Hương 30 tuổi rồi. Hương đi Hương thấy cái giấy brochure cho cái chương trình này. Hương nghĩ là có cơ hội để cho gặp mấy người như Hương sang đây hay là lớn ở đây để cho hiểu gốc đời sống của mấy người Việt của mình ra làm sao ở trong nước Úc.
My name is Jenny Liu, and before this program, I actually didn't know much about this program, so I sort of came in without a lot of expectations. But now I've realised that this program is really stimulating, and it's brought up a lot of topics that I never sort of thought about during my normal day.
Tôi tên là Thi Nguyễn, tham dự cái chương trình Dual Identity Leadership. Cái chương trình này rất là hay và ý nghĩa cho các bạn trẻ trong cộng đồng để học hỏi về từ những kinh nghiệm và hướng dẫn cũng như là cái tài lãnh đạo của những người đi trước, cũng như là biết thêm về những lịch sử của cộng đồng trong những cái thời gian qua và biết nhiều hơn về văn hóa Việt Nam. Thì mong rằng là sau này cộng đồng có thể tổ chức thêm nhiều cái chương trình như vậy để cho các bạn trẻ cũng như là những người chưa có cơ hội tham dự cái buổi này có thể tham dự được nhiều hơn.
My name's Matthew Tran. I'm currently a third year at Monash University. I study Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Arts, majoring in politics. So my hobbies include my spare time, of course, piano. I play the guitar. I take singing classes. I do the choir. I also adopt a managerial position in the Vietnamese Student Association and also volunteer for various organisations.
My name's Claire. I am 18. I just graduated and I'm taking a year off and I'll be studying next year.
Cool. Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Pham. A little about myself, I work at ANZ Bank in institutional banking. I love my job. I studied finance in school and I do finance as a role at the moment. We deal with institutional customers' clients' needs, from mergers to acquisitions, IPOs, or just anything to do with trade-related instruments. I also study theology, so I'm currently studying at Bible College. Big advocate for the local church as well, and that's a little bit about me. Some hobbies would be snowboarding, basketball, and reading.
My name is Shun, or Sung in Vietnamese. And I'm first year uni, and just right now I'm just kind of exploring adulthood, just being independent, that sort of thing.
My name is Tin Nguyen. I'm 19 and I'm currently doing my first year at uni, Bachelor of Arts at Melbourne.
What stands out for me in this program is how well that it's run. There's 24 volunteers behind it, I'm guessing, and the quality of the curriculum, the calibre of the speakers. There's obviously a lot of work and a lot of commitment that's come together to pull off this 9-week program. And the retreat, meeting all the other participants, has been a real standout for me, because there's all these 35 people aside from myself wandering around, wondering what to do with their dual identity, and it's just been amazing to talk to them about their experiences of being Asian in Australia and being more Australian than Vietnamese, or being more Vietnamese than Australian. It's been fantastic.
Probably 2 things stick out from the program for me. Firstly, I came into this program with a fairly biased, view against the Vietnamese community. I think growing up, I grew up in a fairly tough, environment at home, particularly with parents and also with the culture around me in terms of my immediate family. And so I came into this program with a very biased view about what to expect. I think the greatest part of this program for myself and my own revelations is definitely that the Vietnamese community is not what I had pictured it to be. And that it changed my thinking and my own, coloured lens into the Vietnamese community. And what I did discover was people who are passionate about, the community, about each other, about the Vietnamese, culture, their heritage and their background as well. And I think that definitely changed my opinions and my views, and quite strong views, mind you. And I think I would like to personally, reach out more to the Vietnamese community, which is something I've kind of denied coming into this program a lot more. One, quote or insight that stood out for me was the standard that you walk past is a standard you accept. And for me, I think it's very easy for us to walk past things day in, day out, like you can see the poor person in the street or wherever it may be, and accept that. And I think for me, for social justice kind of heart, do I accept it or do we do something about it?
Myself in the program for a pilot the very first time was rather above the standard that I expected. The speakers were fantastic, and what was good was to see the participants become engaged with a lot of the topics. The topics were very diverse, from leadership to culture and identity, and to see the participants contribute so much in unique ways in each of the topics, and engage the speakers, of course, was something fantastic.
One thing that's really stood out for me is to check your sources, just to be aware of where the information is coming from, being aware that there's more things to just what you think as well, like there's a wide range of information, and just to be really careful about where you're hearing these things from and synthesizing the information to help you become a good leader.
Now, after having gone through the retreat, I'm very impressed by the quality of the speakers, the panelists, the questions asked, and some of the thought-provoking information that they gave us. So I'm really glad I joined the program, and thank you.
And after this program, I hope that with the connections that I've made with the Vietnamese community, who are very active outside of my family, and also with the connections that I already have, to introduce what it is that I understand that I can contribute to Australian society, knowing more about the Vietnam War and how it's led to people like myself growing up in Australia, and how it's impacted on Australian society. I think it's going to be really helpful for me to figure out further how it is that I can participate and give back to the community that's been so generous to my family and the generations that have come with us.
Given that I'm 20 years old and I'm still quite young, and given that I'm already doing a managerial position in BSA, I think that more time would be better spent interacting with different communities, interacting with different groups. That way I can understand the interests. For instance, there's a lot of Vietnamese interest groups, for instance, the Vietnamese Business Association, for instance, the Vietnamese Church, the Vietnamese Buddhist Society. It's always good to interact with them, so that firstly, to network, secondly, to understand them, so that when we do come together and bring them back to the Vietnamese community in Australia, we can actually operate as a collective group.
Definitely the Vietnamese community. I get involved myself in other stuff, like I volunteer, but not really with the Vietnamese community. I haven't been, my parents aren't, they're interested, but they don't really involve the children, and I think this is one of the first things they've kind of started to do.
I see myself doing more volunteer work for the Vietnamese community. It's really kind of really inspired me to do things, because after high school, with uni, just with life, it's just everything's starting to become hectic, but and I feel like I really want to do more community work, and I think that's what I'll be.
Awesome.
Is it getting better? Do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, there's one need, and one love gets sharing, leaves you, darling. You don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth. You act like you never had love. You want me to go without. Is it too late tonight to drag the past down into the light? One, not the same. Get to carry each other, carry each other. You come here for forgiveness. Have you come to raise the dead? You come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your bed. I asked too much, more than a lot. Give me nothing now, it's all I've got. One, not the same. Yeah, we hurt each other, then we do it again. You say love is a temper, love a higher law. Love is a temper, love a higher law. Ask me to enter, then you make me crawl. I can't be holding on to what you've got, when all you got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You get to do what you should. One life with each other, my sister, my brother. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. One love. I must have been cold there in my shadow to never You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strain. A beautiful face without a name for so long, a beautiful smile